What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tati, and I look like a hot mess right now. But basically, where I'm at today, I'm at the immediate care center because I am hoping to assist the other MAs because they are low staff and the doctors with coronavirus. I'm basically gonna tell you guys about my experience because this is my third day working with the COVID-19. but I'm gonna tell you in the next clip. Basically, I just wanted to start off my blog. Right now, I'm on lunch. I'll be getting off of lunch in 10 minutes, and then I'll have an hour left of work. So I know it's been a while since I've been on, but I thought that making a video at this time is probably very important and worthy, because maybe I could educate you guys based off the education that I've received from the doctors and the other healthcare medical workers. So stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I'm officially back home, and I'm here to finish the video that I started earlier today while I was at work. So just a little while ago, I just had class. I had class from 5:30 to 6:45, and as you guys know, due to the COVID, or you want to call it Corona or Rona, whatever you guys want to call it, school for us is now canceled in class for the rest of the semester. So the remaining of the semester, we will be having class online. So at least we still get to have class. That's the good part. But the sad part is that, being in class is more visual and it's easier to ask questions. And also the tutoring center is like the most important part about school and classes. So now it's like we're gonna have to submit a request for tutoring and wait for a reply. So I just learned about the gases, all the different gases law, and we've been doing, I think it's called stoichiometry, basically like when you balance the equations. I hope I'm saying it right, but we've been balancing the equations and using it for, with the moles and the molar volume and the pressure, the temperature, and etc. So enough about school, but school is going very well. Psych is giving me a hard time. Yesterday I had a paper due at 11:59 last night, and it's out of 100 points, and I turned it in at like 8 something. Like, that's crazy. It was a research paper. I hate research paper, especially when you have to do it in APA style. I hate it. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this coronavirus. This is a very serious matter, so I'm not gonna make it seem like it's not as serious. People need to be considerate of the elders and the people with a weaker immune system, the children's, the impregnated women. You guys need to be mindful and very considerate of those people. I feel like it was kind of crazy how tissue was out of stock and paper towels were out of stock. Like, unnecessary things were out of stock. Like, you guys, we can still go to the store and buy these things. You don't have to buy 10 big old packs to rack up. Like, you didn't need to do that. Let's talk about the ifs and the don'ts. I feel like that, based off what I've talked about with my medical staff, I feel that you should go to the hospital if you're having trouble with breathing, like if you're having shortness of breath and difficulty breathing. I feel like it is important to go, especially if you are older. It is very important because you do not want to lose your oxygen and then go into organ failure. The goal is for us to help you so that you can live another day. So I feel like a lot of people are coming and they're not having those issues. The purpose of you coming is if you are having those issues. Understand that there is no cure, there is no vaccine, there is no medication for this. The only solution is to stay home and get better. Because that's what's going to happen even if you do test positive. I have been seeing some posts on my social media with people saying that they are faking symptoms just to rule out that they don't have COVID. Like, that is not smart, because next thing you know, when you go and you do the COVID test, you were surrounded by a whole bunch of sick people. Let's just say you were surrounded by a whole bunch of sick people And then now you're going to go back home, and then in the next 7 days or a couple of days, you could possibly get the COVID. So it's not smart. Why are you going to put yourself in an unhealthy situation just because you're letting the social media get to your head, and then you're acting like a fool? This is a serious matter, so let's be considerate of the people with the weaker immune system and the people who are impregnated, the children's, and just everyone. Like, let's help the world get better so that we can go back to our regular life. Let the government and let the healthcare workers try their best to fix this problem so that we can resume back to our daily life. Another thing is that I see a lot of people just being very disobedient. Like, there's people who are having hotel parties or big gatherings, or like in Chicago, they were like, it was like a nice day on the weekend. They all went to the lakefront. Like, you guys are not taking it serious just because you are young. Yes, it is said that younger people heal faster, but you are not. It is not like you can't catch this virus, and it's not like you don't have a chance of survival or death. If you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if I said it the right way, but everyone has a life, but everyone knows that there's an end. And just because it is stated that younger people have a better chance of survival does not mean that you could be one of those picks to not be the percent that survives. You get what I'm saying? I just think that that the teenagers and the younger kids that are my age or a little older just think that they're not capable of getting this virus or passing or ending up in a real bad situation as the older folks are. I will say that I feel that people should only step out the house if needed. So, like, if you need to go grocery shopping to restock up your house because you guys have been quarantined or going to work and coming back and cooking dinner every day and now food is running low, yes, that makes sense. If you need your house supplies, yes, you need to go and do something. If it's something that is important to do, you need to go get a money order for your bill. You need to go pay a bill. You need to go pick this up. You need to go fix your car so that you can go get to the next day. Like, you need to only go outside when it is needed. You don't need to be going outside to hang out or to have gatherings and stuff like that. Like, you don't even know what these other people have. And that's another thing. I think it's very stupid for people to be inviting outsiders to their home where they live at and rest their head, or possibly they have kids inside their home and now they're putting their kids in jeopardy. Another thing is, like, if you're gonna go to the healthcare facility to get tested, I feel that you shouldn't come with a healthy person. Like, I see a lot of people come with their husband or their wife, their loved one, their significant other, whatever. But if the other person is not having any symptoms or whatever, why would you want to risk bringing in your loved one with you so that they could possibly get sick too? No, keep them in the car so that they can maintain healthy. Maybe they brought you because you were too fatigued to drive, or you just were dizzy or whatever. Yeah, it makes sense why you were brought, because we want you to get there safe and we want you to get home safe too. Understand that if you feel like you have these symptoms of COVID, stay home. If you don't need to come, don't come. If you're not having shortness of breath, if you're not having difficulty breathing, do not come, because possibility is you do have COVID or you don't. But there's no cure, so you just stay home and you feel better. A lot of people are coming for reasons of their job, seeing them coughing, or it feels like they don't feel good, sees that they don't feel good or whatever, and they're telling them to go to the doctor to rule out that they don't have flu, strep, or COVID. So yeah, that makes sense. I mean, how else can you go back to work? You need a doctor's note. So you have to come there just to prove that you don't have these, and you might walk into a surprise. If you've had exposure, same things. stay home. If you feel like you're having those shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, come to us so we can help you. I don't really have anything else about telling you guys what to do. I just think you guys need to stop playing on social media like it's a game, because it's not. I'm pretty sure you guys have grandmas and grandpas, great grandmas, and etc. You guys, either way it goes, everyone has a loved one. How would you like it if someone did it to you, to your peoples? You wouldn't like it. So let's not do it to other people's peoples. You get it? I just want to say that I started working with COVID patients this past weekend. And I will say that it's very exciting to me because this is the field that I want to go into. I want to become a nurse. Working as a healthcare staff, you just don't have the option to say no. Like, when you decide to go into this field, your job is to help care and treat the patient. Not like, oh, I don't want to deal with this type of case, or oh, I don't want to room him, or oh, I don't want to do this for that person. Oh, they have this. Oh, like, you don't get to choose who you care for. You care for everyone, okay? That's what people need to understand. So I have a lot of people asking me, how do you feel about this? Do you feel safe, or are you sure you want to do this? This is what I want to do. Like, I don't think I'm going to invest all my money into school, waste all my time going to school. I know this is what I want to do. I'm destined to do this. This is what my heart gets happy for. I was literally happy when I went to the facility to go help, because I'm a part of the team, whether I'm a doctor or I'm not. I'm one of the people, I'm a frontliner, okay? I'm one of the first people to get in contact with the patient. Believe it or not, I feel like we have the most interactions than the doctors do. We're doing the swabbing and etc. When we're working with the COVID patients, we have gowns, we have a face shield, goggles if needed. We have an N95 mask. So, like, I see a lot of people walking around with masks. Understand, if you do have an N95 mask, hopefully you got fit so that nothing is seeking through and gets up in your mask. The point is to try to avoid the person's try to avoid anything from coming in your mouth and coming in contact with you. So that's why we wear all those equipments. I can say that it's a nice experience. It's a nice experience. I'm a part of doing the swabbing for COVID. So when I first started it, I really couldn't do it because I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to swab the tonsils and then in the middle. I didn't think I could do it. So I asked one of my coworkers to help me. She was like not playing. She was gonna get that collection. Seeing her do it made me more motivated to do it and, put my fear and my pride to the side. So I just got brave enough to do it, and I started doing it. Ever since then, I fell in love with it. I like the staff that I'm working with. Like, these people I've never met before, but it's so funny because they've taken care of me and my family before. From when we've had to go to the immediate care center, so I knew them from them taking care of us, but not as working with them. So it was so funny. So it was like, what a coincidence. So I like that they're very welcoming. They are willing to teach. And they like me their self too. They said that they like me on their team, and hopefully I'm able to come back. I did 3 days in a row, so I have to wait to see if I'll get called to the pool again. But yeah, I'm in between going to work with COVID patients and going to work at my regular office, where we're just seeing as needed patients, so like patients who need to follow up with their health conditions. At my station office, we're not seeing patients who have symptoms of COVID. And we also screen them. We screen every patient before they even come into, just to make sure they don't have symptoms of COVID. But I can say that it is fun to work in that type of environment, even though this is a scary and stressful situation that's going on. You just get to see that a lot of patients are scared, and you have the chance to help them feel better by the time they walk out. You have the chance to make them feel more comfortable by the time they walk out. A lot of people that come in, I can say that they are being very considerate, that, you know, they were supposed to take their mother or their grandma this place, that place, or they were supposed to, and I just want to make sure that I don't have it, so, you know, I'm not going to pass it to her, or I'm not spreading it. I would just say, like, I wouldn't want, like, for me, like, I'm not going around my mom or my brothers and sisters right now, because the fact that I work in a healthcare facility, my mom does too, and, you know, one person is enough, and my stepdad works, so that's another person. So 2 people being outside in an environment 5 days a week is enough, then versus bringing in 3, 4 other people that work. So the goal for me is to just, you know, stay away from my mom's house as much as possible. I only go there if, you know, I need to take my son there to be watched. I'm doing a great job at keeping my son inside. The only time he leaves the house is if he needs to get watched by my mother, because me and his dad have work on the same days. But it's actually going very well, that we don't need to bring him a lot. Usually it's like once or twice a week, so it's going very good. So I'm working in a stressful situation right now with COVID patients. I'm doing online school, resuming back school this week, and I'm trying my hardest to teach a 5-year-old work that's online. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me catching up with you guys, giving you guys a little hints on COVID. If you have any other or further questions or any other videos you'd like to watch, please comment down below, like, subscribe, and follow my social medias. Peace.